Brad Johnson here. In this video I'm going to be channeling Adronis, and Adronis is going to be talking about the subject of the splitting and merging of worlds. So I'm just going to go ahead and bring Adronis in through the channeling state. It'll just take a moment or two, and then Adronis will elaborate further pertaining to this topic. So here we go. We are here. At this time, we bid you greetings and thank you very much for the opportunity of this interaction today. I am Adronis of Sirius, sending love, appreciation, and gratitude to all who are tuning in to this particular broadcast being brought forward through your internet collective consciousness. We will elaborate further in regards to the topic that this conduit has shared relating to that of the splitting and the merging of worlds. Now understand that on a particular date that you would understand as December 21st, 2012, was the benchmark time that initiated the idea of what you would know as the splitting of worlds. The idea of connecting to yourselves, where you are moving into a third density and fourth density hybridization. That two dimensions themselves, two densities themselves, have split down the middle through the idea of this fracturing. But indeed a very, very purposeful fracturing in that way. And now where you are in 2015, and as this will continue to culminate, this splitting of worlds will now merge back together as one. Basically what is transpiring here is the idea of the third density and fourth density overlaying itself until the energies between themselves are mutably connected, mutably unified to form one particular density. And that basically what is taking place here is that the universe itself is now bringing about an associative density that is moving up the ladder and will push the third and fourth density up the ladder as it connects together. So that there will again be a first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, 11th, and 12th density all together. So even though as much that you have split through the worlds, you are once again merging through the worlds that represent this aspect of your new transformation, of this collective consciousness that is bringing itself to this higher level of connection through the idea of a rainbow bridge. So many of you are starting to move across this rainbow bridge and being able to amalgamate yourselves into the new fourth density. Now basically what is happening is that, again, looking at it as a sphere, that many of you are still creating much of the third density principle that is contained within a fourth density matrix. So you are already in the alignment of fourth density, but still working together, shall we say, shaking away the cobwebs pertaining to third density connection. Now what is it about third density that makes third density what it is? The idea of third density is that it is more about connecting with the self, harmonizing together with the self, realizing that the self, the ego, is attempting to reach a state of unity, a state of completion, a state of innovation where you are moving beyond that idea as you understand self. When you are moving more so into the fourth density, you are connecting more into the heart space, which means that it is now the idea of completion of the self and understanding the relationship of environment. Connecting to yourselves in such a brand new state of love that the idea of time itself really does not have any more meaning. That yes, you will still use the measurement of time in certain ways, but you will understand that what you are basically experiencing is more of a nature of presence. Being able to connect here and now, and that you yourselves, you and your environment, you and others that are connected together with this matrix are becoming one. Are understanding the interconnectedness of all things. Understanding that through oneness, you are able to connect in ways you never thought you could imagine before. You would liken the idea of the fourth density very similar to your own dream plane environment. and that through the dream plane environment you know that there are many possibilities, that everything is much more malleable as a hologram. That light itself represents a differentiation of synthesis and actually comes together in, shall we say, accelerative progression. And so that is basically what you are moving into as you again move through this hybridization between the third and fourth density via this rainbow bridge. So this is basically what is referring to the merging of worlds together. It is more so in the idea that it is not, shall we say, physical worlds as you understand it to be planets. It is more so in the idea that your own worlds as yourself are coming together and merging back together. So what splits comes back together. Now what is this attempting to tell you? That this represents expansion and this represents contraction. And this is the cycle that you are all going through at this particular time to realize that you have gone through the splitting of worlds, that this has already taken place. That yes, there are literally two Earths in different consecutive dimensions / densities that are existing coplanar, because third and fourth density again have those lines blurred in between them. And so you're moving into the idea of crossing this particular rainbow bridge threshold from one particular dimensional Earth to another particular dimensional Earth. The infinitum representing the third density Earth in all of its themes and all of its expressions, to the infinitum of the fourth density Earth, to all of its themes, to all of its expressions together. And so the merging comes together. The convenience of contraction coming together. Now, when is this especially supposed to happen relating to the fusion and the merging together of these worlds? Within the idea of you actually becoming within full fourth density would be in an estimation between 50 to 300 years from now. Now, there is no exact date from this because, again, this has never happened before in the universe. Even we are not, in that sense, fully sure about when exactly this is going to take place. Only that it will be within your next 2 to, shall we say, 5 generations. And so through that particular aspect of you becoming a fully integrated fourth density society, there will be those in that sense who will come along for the ride, and there will be those who will not. Simply because they have not allowed themselves to remove the baggage of emotional debris that is preventing them from making the climb. So think of it as a very large stairwell, painted in rainbow colors. Again, representing the idea of the rainbow bridge, or in this instance, a rainbow stairwell. When you are carrying so much baggage with you pertaining to emotional disarray, emotional imbalances, that it is going to be very, very difficult to climb stairs with all of this additional weight. And basically what is happening through many of these lunar alignments that have been taking place for many of these different levels of celestial transformations that are coming upon your planet throughout your star system, that many of you are being encouraged to bring these weights down, to take down these bags and drop them along the way, so that you can continue to climb these particular stairs. Now, what can also happen is that someone can look over the edge and see, oh my goodness, I'm too high up, I need to go back down, I need to leave, I can't be here, I need to go. Their choice. That's the whole idea. You can continue to climb these stairs and realize that the emotional imbalances that you are encountering are looking to become harmonized and bringing those bags to the ground, dropping them entirely. Or you can panic and you can feel that, nope, I'm climbing this stairwell, there's no hand railings, I'm up so high, I cannot manage this any further. I need to go back. That's a choice as well too. It's all up to you. We're not here to say, oh no, we have to piggyback on top of you and ensure that you climb up these stairs all together. We're not here to do that. We're not here to force you into those particular understandings. It is for you to realize these are your stairs. You created these stairs. These are your emotions. You created, through perspective, these emotions. You have to decide exactly what you are looking to move into in that particular way. It is for you to decide. So again, no one is ever here to make it feel that you must climb this climb, that you must go up these stairs, that you must make this ascent. it is for you to do so. What is at the end of that stairwell? The idea of an entirely new beginning where you encounter humanity in a way you never thought was possible. A unified people. People who are working together for each other. Yes, there will still be challenges. Yes, there will still be those forms of attempting to understand yourselves and going through heavy degrees of learning. But it will be nothing like what you are experiencing now, relating to the idea of turmoil, relating to the idea of self-conflict. There is going to be more so connecting with each other and understanding that everything that takes place within your reality as you merge back from these worlds are going to help you innovate yourselves to become a united people that work together, that understand cultures, that are willing to open themselves up to new ideas, that are beginning to work alongside the planet, being able to have these ecological structures, these technological structures, free energy devices, etc., that will complement your planet, that will complement yourselves. This is where you're going, and this is what fourth density represents, becoming an initiatory people to eventually become that of a galactic community as well. That is what is at the top of the stairwell. And this is what you must decide is appropriate for you, because many of you can take this ride, but also understand there is no easy way to enlightenment. And we wish to stress that in a way. You are not here to press the easy button to feel that enlightenment is just a mouse click, is just a red button push away. No. Those of you who have chosen the path of illumination are going through a very deep work. You must understand that when you are going through this path of enlightenment, this path of illumination, it is about understanding yourself. It is about understanding the knowingness that you have within yourself to make the decisions that best suit your own natural order, that suits you as a natural self. That when you start to get carried away by many of these things that you know you do not serve, and you put so much energy towards all of those things that do not serve, you are weighing yourself down. Enlightenment is not an easy path. It is one of the most challenging paths that you will ever encounter. But something within yourself said, I've done this before. I've been able to go through this experience before. I've aligned to the idea of my own personal enlightenment before, and I can do this again. And that is why so many of you are working towards this enlightenment path. It is not for the faint at heart. It is not for those who feel that this is just something that is shallow and that I can just brush off and I'll be there in no time. No. This takes many lifetimes to master. And as we've stated, since you have all of these different perspectives that are amalgamating back into yourselves, into your world now, many of you are gaining familiarity to where you have gone in this enlightenment process. It is not about us telling you how to get there, because you're all unique individuals, and this is something you must decide for yourselves. You must figure out how you will get there, from within, not from without. So again, understand that as long as you continue to look at the idea of this convergence of energies, of this connection to your own enlightenment, and that you feel that outside of yourself is the answer, you will only continue to pack on those bags. It is not about the external world. It is not about how many books you read. It is not about how many teachers you listen to. It is not about how many people feel that this is what you have to do because this works for me. It may not work for you. The only time you are ever going to truly experience enlightenment is when you align with your own love, your own truth, and your own peace of being. That is how it works, and making that a part of your life altogether. This is the merging of worlds. This is how you are able to move up into that next alignment, to connect into that advancement of fourth density. We are not saying this as a candy at the top of the stairwell and saying, hey, get here, here's a candy. No. We're not saying this because we're attempting to say, just go with it, just move up these stairs, and there will be an award, there will be a little treat, and there will be a pat on the back for you as soon as you reach the stairwell. No, we're not saying that at all, because that's not the point. The whole point here is because you are following the enlightenment path for one reason only. It's who you are. It is who you are, and that is the only reason why you need to move into the idea of the alignment of enlightenment. There should be no other reason. I'm not doing this because my best friend Joe believes he's going to be enlightened. Well, that must be very, very cool. I think I'll become enlightened myself. No, it's not going to work that way. That represents a superficiality to external stimulation. So, we are emphasizing this to helping you understand yourselves. Now, we will always be happy to be of assistance through this conduit to share this information, to share this insight with all of those who we are happy to interact together with. But we are, again, not your gods. We are not some type of messianic force. We are not here to come here and saying that it's all up to us, we need to do this for you, get on our backs, ride piggyback, and you'll move up the mountain. No, we're not here to do that. Nobody is here to do that. And anybody who feels that they are here to do that, again, represents part of that external stimulation. So please understand that we are helpers. We are always happy to assist you, but you must make the climb. Every decision for you to take your foot and step up that next step and continuing to walk is all you, not us. So, we will certainly help you with these particular forms of transformations that you are going through, with these challenges that you're going through, but you are making the climb, and you are moving into that next level as you have experienced the splitting of worlds and are now coming into the next phase of the merging of worlds. I am Adronis of Sirius. Thank you again for the opportunity of this interaction. We will speak to you again, as now is forever, and all is one. Goodbye for now. Alright, powerful words there. So thank you everybody for tuning in today, and I look forward to speaking to you again in our next video. Thank you so much, take care, namaste, and may it be well with you. Goodbye.